We're filming a spot with our operators. We're here to showcase the operator capabilities. Throughout the shoot, you'll be able to see how the operators take action. Further, we will undergo some tasks with the help of operators. Ready, lights, camera, and action. With what you have learned so far, you can assign data to variables, and you can even access and change the data type of a variable. A programming language isn't very useful, though, unless you can manipulate the data you have stored. Variables are simply containers. In order to do anything useful with them, you need operators. Let's explore operators in PHP. Operators are used for performing an operation on some values. In other words, we can describe operators as something that takes some values, performs some operation on them, and gives a result. For example, 1 plus 2 equals 3. In this expression here, plus is an operator. It takes two values, 1 and 2, performs an addition operation on them to return the result as 3. Without operators, our computers wouldn't be able to do many of the things they're able to do today. Quite simple and interesting, right? Operators are the backbone of any program. An operator can be defined as a special symbol that instructs the computer to perform a particular mathematical operation or a logical operation upon a set of variables. Hence, operators are used for manipulating variables and data in a program. Let's start with the most common operators in PHP. Arithmetic operators are used to perform basic mathematical operations on variables. They are naturally all conventional operations such as addition, multiplication, subtraction, or division. Just have a look at the above table. It summarizes all the possible mathematical operations in PHP. Let's understand how they work with the help of a simple example. PHP also provides a special case arithmetic operator is the Modulus, which calculates the remainder of two divided numbers. For example, The value stored in the $result variable is the remainder when you divide 48 by 10, which comes out to 8. Cool. Moving on to something interesting. The concatenation operator or dot is that magical glue that allows you to stick strings together. It's really fun and I know you will love it. Check this out. To equals or not to equals? That is the question. The handy equals sign does not mean equals to. Rather, it means is set to. In a sense, you might start to read code from right to left. When you see you could read it in a right to left fashion, as in entry of assignment is assigned to my episode, or left to right, such as my episode is set to entry of assignment. Whatever makes sense to you. As the name suggests, assignment operator is used to assign a value to variable. You can directly assign a value to a variable, or you can also store the result of an expression to any variable using the assignment operator. The basic assignment operator equals can be used in different ways to assign values to a variable. Look at the table above to see all the possible ways to work with the assignment operator. The assignment expression returns a value assigned, which is the result of the expression in this case. Variable name, variable underscore name equals expression. It means that you can use multiple assignment operators in a single statement like this. In this case, PHP evaluates the rightmost expression first. The variable is $y is 40. The assignment expression $y equals 40 returns 40, so PHP assigns 40 to $x. After assignments, both $x and $y are equal to 40. This sounds cool, right? Sometimes you want to increase a variable by a specific value. For example, here. First, my movie rating is set to 1. Then increase my movie rating by 1 and assign the result to my movie rating to the after the assignments, the value of my movie rating is 2. PHP provides the arithmetic assignment operator plus equals that can do the same but with a shorter way. For example, the expression my movie rating plus equals 1 is equivalent to the expression Memory rating equals memory rating plus 1. Let's see how they work in a simple example. The word comparison in comparison operators itself says that the operators are generally used for comparing any two values variable values. Variable values can be a string or a number or any other to compare. Comparison operators perform comparative tests using their operands and return a boolean value true if the test is successful or false if the test fails. This type of expression is useful when using control structures in your scripts, such as if and while statement, to test whether the value contained is $x is smaller than 5. You can use the less than operator as part of your expression. If $x contains the value 4, this expression will have the value true. If $x contains 9, the expression resolves to false. Look at the table above to see all the possible ways to work with the comparison operators. It's easy to get the equals and the equals operators mixed up. The first refers to assignment and the second refers to comparison. Using equals allows you to check if two values are equal to one another. True is returned if they are equal and false is returned if they are not. Typically, non-zero values are true and zero values are false. Let's consider an example. Here, $5 equals $2 will now evaluate to false. Pay attention to your operators. And the expected output would be true, false, false, true. Relax, if you are a little confused, just go back to the previous screen and have a look at the table of operators. Also, var_dump is a function and acts like an echo statement to print a value. Go and try to replace the var_dump with echo and witness the magic. PHP's logical operators combine values using Boolean logic. Each value to be combined is treated as either true or false. For example, PHP or operator checks whether at least one value out of two is true. If you need to check whether both of them are true, you should use PHP and operator. You might wonder why there are two versions of both the OR and the AND operators, and that's a good question. The answer lies in operator precedence, which you will examine soon. See? How have we combined a few operators using logical operators in PHP? Awesome. If there is any doubt, go back to the table of logical operators. In writing textual content, the order of words matters. In math, the order of numbers matters. In programming, the orders of operations matters. This is called operator precedence. Operator precedence defines a hierarchy of running order. Without operator precedence, writing programming logic would be incredibly difficult. When you use an operator within an expression, the PHP engine usually reads your expression from the left to right. For complex expressions that use more than one operator, though, the PHP engine could be led astray without some guidance. First, consider a simple case. There's no room for confusion here. PHP simply just adds 3 to 6. But what about the following fragment? Since there are multiple operators, here's some logic is involved. Should PHP find the sum of 3 and 6 and then multiply it by 2, providing the result 18? Or does it mean 3 plus the result of 6 multiplied by 2 resolving to 15? If you were simply to read from left to right, the former would be true. However, PHP attaches different precedence to different operators. And because the multiplication operator has higher precedence than the addition operator, The second solution to the problem is the correct. That is 3 plus the result of 6 multiplied by 2. However, you can override operator precedence by putting parentheses around your expressions. In the following fragment, the addition expression will be evaluated before the multiplication expression. Whatever the precedence of the operators in a complex expression, it is a good idea to use parentheses to make your code clearer and to save you from bugs such as applying sales tax to the wrong subtotal in a shopping cart situation. The above image is a list of the operators in precedence order. Those with the highest precedence are listed first. As you can see, OR has lower precedence than and has lower precedence than and. So, you can use the lower precedence logical operators to change the way a complex test expression is to read. The order of precedence is the only reason that both and are available in PHP. The same is true of and or. In the following fragment, the two expressions are equivalent, but the second is much easier to read. Taking it one step further, the following is more convenient. 5 minutes. However, all three examples are equivalent. We have looked at the concept of PHP operators as well as completed the working of operators. We have also worked with all the common operators and explored operator precedence. You can now combine values and expressions together to produce more useful PHP scripts.